Cheers and enjoy the show. Welcome to The Bar's Open with Beth and Greg.
Gimme the man.
Well,
after
we're finally
midnight.
back on. It is Friday the 13th.
Dun, dun, dun. Actually, 13 is my lucky number. though.
Welcome to The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. I'm Greg, and that's Beth.
13 is my lucky number.
That's stupid.
Not stupid.
Triskaidekaphobics would say it's dumb.
Oh. Lucky I'm not one of them.
The fears of the 13.
So, you know why it's my lucky number?
Why?
In high school, the very first time I tried out for dance team, my
Mhm.
number was 13, and I was so freaked out.
Yeah.
Guess who made the team? This girl.
Makes sense.
What does that mean? Biatch? I go against the norm?
No, you're a little fucking scary.
I mean, sometimes.
Once in a while.
I get a little cray.
I don't know, dude. We're going to talk about some shit tonight. We got some fun stuff. Let's go. What's up,
Jacob? Haven't seen you on, my friend.
Tyler,
Welcome back.
what's happening?
Listen, I think about you and your wife every morning as I pour my electrolytes that he gave me into
Mhm.
my cup of water.
She's still going through that bag of goodness.
I want to try the brain stuff. I'm just that's all. I'm already drinking like 13 ounces with the electrolytes.
Walk around. What's going on? Your cruise looked fucking good. Was
She
she?
went on a cruise. I haven't been on social media this
But
week.
Isn't she the one who went on the
No,
cruise?
she was at Disneyland.
Oh, Disney.
Or
That's
Disney
what it was.
World.
Disney World.
World.
I thought it was a cruise for some reason.
You know what I did see? Because you know how I want to go to Universal? 'Cause
Mhm.
they got all those new. Somebody
Worlds.
did one, and it looked so. The girl that my eyelash tech, her and her family went for her little brother's graduation.
I think it was a cruise.
It was so cool.
I think I saw a Disney commercial, cruise commercial. Or
And you
something.
just
Well, you told
automatically-
me that, but I saw the. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, she got to see all the problems the riots were causing.
Fun
Still love my
times.
favorite video of the week, because I did look at a little bit of
Ooh.
social media today, was not the one we have, but another one where that chick was like, so do you think President Trump would support
What's
peaceful
up, Alex?
rioting? And she was like, of course President Trump would what'd she say? Would support peaceful rioting.
She said she's close to Disneyland.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. LA.
Downtown. Oh,
Florida.
you're over on that side. Okay, my bad.
Hashtag geography. And she says, of course, President Trump would support peaceful rioting. That was the dumbest question, or stupid question, or that was a stupid question,
you're
or
talking about
something.
the
That was
fucking-
so awesome. I was like,
Peaceful protest.
yeah, that's what I said.
Can't
peaceful
tell you why
protesting.
the fucking video is doing this. No idea.
It's
We're
glitching?
back to our same old bullshit. It's all good.
We're
though.
good one day, we're bad the next.
It's all
We're
good.
good
We're
one
not
day.
even gonna- I'm not even
Listen,
gonna
this is
fucking
what I'm
worry
gonna do for that.
Cheers, you guys. Go out, like, subscribe, do all of the things. We can drink right through any of these goddamn problems.
There's not a problem I can't drink
Mm.
through. Does that make me an alcoholic?
That makes you a responsible adult. You
Mm.
just deal with your problems. You just move the fuck on. You ready for this? All right, Reed. Good to see you, brother.
Look at all our friends.
I've got 2 fun videos.
her new job is keeping me busy, he says.
I got a.
Hey, Alex.
Oh, I got a little.
Reed. Why is our dog barking?
He's probably locked in something. He's probably locked himself.
Did you
in
close the
something.
bedroom door and lock him in there? Because it sounds like he's far.
It's fine. I didn't lock him in anywhere. Did you lock him in something?
I didn't close anything. You came out
No,
after
I think
me
he's in the bedroom playing, and Mick's probably got a toy of his.
because it's a little yellow baby duck.
Yeah. Henry's got a new favorite baby duck, and it's just fucking, it is.
The video is fine, Reed said.
All right, good.
So
Right. Throw your headphones in,
don't
Castro.
make problems.
We're
when
gonna watch
problems
a
don't exist.
couple videos real quick just to kind of kick off some things, or at least a video to kick off real quick like here. Where's my Coors Light? Oh, I need to move this one up. Do.
We had another storm on Wednesday that shut off, flickered. Is that what you call it?
Oh,
Several
yeah, it just
times.
flickers all of our. We had a big ass.
So we had
storm
to,
here.
he forgot until we got up here, and he was like, "Son of a."
I got to reset a bunch of shit. It's part of podcast life. Anyway, so this one is one Beth brought up, but I think a lot of you guys have seen it, and I think
I
it's
like
worth
it. I
sharing.
think here's why I like it. I think he's so well spoken and said it so elegantly and perfectly that I was like, "Fuck yeah, Friday, let's share."
And
this."
it's on a channel that she follows, and you guys should go follow, and I follow. Chicks on the Right. It's a good
They're funny.
And
And listen, I don't always agree with them.
no, that's totally
Because
fine.
sometimes they're a little too conservative for me, but 90% of the time I'm like, I'm in line with you.
That's totally fair. That's how it should be, right? All right, we started without you. Sorry, Will. All right, here we go.
Will, my
If
friend.
I support the protests that are going on in LA, I 100% do. Please keep going. Burn down your own backyard if you must. You know why? Because this right here is the greatest campaign ad that this side never had to pay for. Y'all motherfuckers there in Los Angeles throwing a full-blown like y'all just crawled out the Rio Grande, screaming death to America in a country that gave you the freedom to do that shit. You were born at Kaiser Permanente in Burbank. Stop it. You ain't El Chapo, you're Chris from Pasadena. You ain't cartel born. You were Target born with a Costco membership by age 5. Half you motherfuckers protesting ain't even Mexican. You're American with Mexican heritage. And a tattoo of the Virgin Mary you got on a Vegas bender. Don't get it twisted, I respect the heritage. But flying a foreign flag while shitting on the country that gave you the freedom to do it, that's not pride. You don't even go to Mexico unless it's for spring break in Cancun with a passport you got from the U.S. government. And you won't go live there. Why? Because you like your DoorDash, your 7-Elevens, your air conditioning, and your freedom to scream dumb shit without a cartel rolling up.
That's right.
And let's be honest, ain't nobody screaming death to Mexico while flying an American flag through Guadalajara. You know why? Because that's how you end up in a back alley, starring in Cartel TikTok Season 3. Meanwhile, the rest of America is sitting back watching you block freeways during rush hour, destroying businesses, wearing $300 Jordans, screaming about injustice in the city with the most social programs and diversity hires in the fucking country. Y'all are the political version of throwing a Molotov cocktail at a Prius because you're mad about gas prices. So listen, I'm not mad you're passionate. I'm mad you're dumb. And your dumbass behavior is helping the other side more than a Trump rally in Texas with free brisket. Every time y'all riot, loot, tearing up your own shit, you're just birthing another red voter. So yeah, I support the protest. Keep going. Keep flying flags of countries you ain't got the balls to move to.
I like
And
he's
shitting
like,
on the...
Texas
fucking
is free
nails it.
brisket.
Yeah, he fucking nails it though. And you know what I mean? That video, even Elon Musk reposted that.
Yeah.
Right. So you go, fuck.
He said it
What else do
beautifully.
you say?
I mean,
Quit being a douchebag.
I wish I spoke that well.
It's not that you don't speak well. It's having the time to think through.
Yeah,
your
you obviously, he
process.
put a lot of thought in it. I'm sure he probably
and it's clip. That seemed like it
rewrote
was like
wrote
just,
it and rewrote it
yeah,
and
that was
rewrote
pretty
it.
goddamn seamless. That dude had it.
I
down.
mean, he had it, and granted, you could tell there were cuts, so he obviously
fuck yeah.
would
But
stop
nonetheless,
and fix it.
the
But I just thought
message
it
is
was
there.
perfect. Yeah,
So you know,
I liked it.
Mexico runaway Slav said Mexico could only hold California for 30 years. Pack of losers. I mean, Mexico's Mexico. We go down to Mexico for like a couple of reasons. We need
Spring break.
We need vacations.
Yeah.
Beach time.
Yeah.
They do have some
Cruises.
beautiful beaches.
Cruises. I know. That's where I learned
Right.
how to scuba dive.
Beautiful beaches down there. Right. But we've told this story before. It's like we were at a beach one time or at a resort one time, and we left in the morning overnight. We didn't realize. We were
No.
like, oh, there's shit tons of fucking federales.
We went out on a
No,
excursion.
It happened overnight.
Oh,
We
it
got
did?
up
Oh,
in the morning and
that's
left
right.
at like 7 o'clock
For
to
an
go to an
excursion.
excursion. And we are like, oh, there's a shit ton of federales.
No. We got back to the hotel with
No,
Wi-Fi.
they're already there.
I know, but we got back to the hotel Wi-Fi, and everybody was like, "Are you okay?
Ding,
Are you
ding,
okay?
ding,
Are you
ding,
okay?
ding.
Are
We were
you
like, "Are
okay?"
you
And I was
guys
like,
okay?
"What the fuck happened?"
And El Chapo's kid had been abducted from
Yeah.
from the restaurant right next to our hotel.
Yeah, or
So,
two.
you know,
two-
it's
two
like-
houses down.
I'm okay with that.
Well, listen, I think his most
I just don't want to
perfect
catch a
point.
stray.
I think the most perfect point is he's like, y'all are protesting with your $300 Jordans.
Yeah.
You know.
Meanwhile, I just bought my first goddamn pair of dunks.
Nikes. What are dunks?
The dunks, the Nike, the Panda dunks.
I have pandas.
Yeah, you got some other version.
I got blue.
Mine are the Panda
Mine are
dunks.
pandas too, but I don't know what.
Dude,
They're all pandas.
I've heard about this shoe culture thing for years.
I rolled up.
They are the most comfortable fucking.
I
shoes
rolled
ever.
up and I was like, oh, I've not seen him wear those. He's cute with those. I
I
like
mean,
him.
rolled up. Oh, when I was in the garage.
Yeah, when you
drinking
got
beer.
home,
Yeah.
a few minutes before I got home.
Anyway, that guy's pretty good.
Yeah.
This one's more important.
Oh,
Though.
we got another one?
We got another intro video. Okay, you ready?
Yeah. let's do it.
This video. This one comes.
I'm gonna laugh and see how many comments we get on that video for people that are like, "Y'all are stupid."
A bunch. We're gonna get a bunch.
Y'all don't
But
even
this
know.
video probably should save
You
us.
can't relate.
All right. So this is why. All right. So wait, just wait. All right. There's a reason. There we go. 18-wheeler flips over full of Coors Light. Where is it? The entire 18-wheeler
Oh, again?
full of Coors Light again.
They should just like open that up to the public because they can't.
They were using a backload, like a.
What are they gonna do with those things though? They're gonna throw them all away. They should have just thrown a party. They should have said 21 over. Show us your
side
ID. Come get a 6-pack.
Which one is these? Is that? I don't know.
No, they're over here, by the way.
No, I know. I gotta look and see. I don't even know which one it is. There's gotta be a sad face on there.
Emotional damage.
Trombone.
Why did that happen to beer trucks a lot?
I think they just catch wind. Like this. I don't know. But why is it gotta be Coors Light on top of it?
Where was this at? That just probably raised your
I don't
dollar.
even know.
That just raised
So
your beer.
like literally, I posted it to my Instagram, and I was like, "Where the fuck is this?" It's all been cleaned up, I'm sure, right? So I don't know.
Wonder if they'd give them to like the workers.
Tomorrow is the
14th.
Army's 250th
Wow.
anniversary. So congratulations
Go
to
Army.
all you old motherfuckers.
Free
out
beer.
there.
Exactly, run.
That's literally the oldest. Can you do me a favor? Look up, is the Army older than the Navy?
Hey Siri.
I don't know
Is
that.
the Army older than the Navy?
I don't know. The U.S. Army, is it older than the Navy?
Yes, the Army is older than the Navy. The Army was created June 1475, 4 months older than the United States.
1775.
Yeah, 1775. They're 4 months older. Thank
All
you,
right.
Siri.
So yeah. So congratulations, whatever that means. I mean, congratulations. Is that a thing? Anyway, thank you guys, all you motherfuckers out there that serve in the United States Army. That's cool. It's not as cool as being in a Marine, but you know, and
What
definitely
Bree said.
cooler than being in the Navy or my nephew's in the Coast Guard. He's borderline. You know what I mean? So
Wilkery said, I mean, there was an ammo truck that spilled in Minneapolis like a week ago.
all right. So I mean,
I wonder how they keep people like if it shows up on
do you
social
just
media.
roll around with a snow shovel? Because a regular shovel isn't going to pick up enough. I'm talking
Oh, those are
snow
the big
shovel,
wide ones,
like the
right?
big wide, like a snow shovel. And you start like dumping that shit into the bed of your truck,
No, in
and
your
you just
trunk
haul ass
or
off.
your trunk if you have
Anything,
a car.
anything,
Your
like back
bucket,
seat,
your bucket.
right? I mean, I'm pretty much
Crates.
on that. Fuck yeah. So yeah, so that's kind of the intro. There's a couple little things. Have you guys seen? Everybody's seen this. If you haven't seen this, I don't know what the fuck. 11A. If I say 11A, everybody's going to know exactly what I'm talking about. It is going to go down the seat.
That's like the new
number.
that guy that landed the plane in the Hudson.
No, this dude didn't land a plane.
I know, but it's going to be like infamous like that for a while.
Yeah, but 11A, this guy is going to make so
Shit
much
shovel,
money,
Wilkery said.
which is understandable, and he should. So 11A, if you guys aren't aware, it's the Air India flight that crashed the other day, 2 days ago.
I think
It
so.
was 2 days ago. Wednesday, it was overnight Wednesday because it was late, and I was up late, and I started seeing videos.
Okay.
We had a big ass storm roll through here, so that's when I saw the first video of it.
Yeah.
And yeah. So the initial idea was that this dude jumped out of this fucking plane.
That's what the
That was
rumor
the initial report. He jumped out of this fucking plane. So I watched some other videos. You're like, there's no way he could have survived going 300 miles an hour or whatever it would have been at
Well, even
the
the way
liftoff
he
speed.
survived, he shouldn't have survived.
the motherfucker. All right. So I've got more information on it.
Because I read some
Oh, now I'm getting hit with a fucking
aviation expert thoughts.
I
What's
gotta
wrong?
find another article. because now I'm getting hit with it. Oh, sign up. The first one was free. Sign up for
For your cookies.
$11.99 a month.
Clear your cookies.
$11.99 a month. I can go through it. So this gentleman, who I can't say his whole name because nobody can. He was on a flight, just like 243 other people were on a flight from India to London.
Correct.
Plane crashes. We're not going to play the plane crash video, but we've got some other videos. The survivor video of him walking away. This video, like the plane crash, you see the plane come up,
right,
and it just loses power.
Yeah, it looks like it powered off.
So there's a whole bunch of aeronautical people that are talking about it. Like, did the guy not lift his or change the stage for his?
We're never gonna know, are we?
No, they will.
They will.
They will.
The black box or what?
Well, the black box, but they also watch the videos, like where your flaps are supposed to be.
It just seemed like it was more than that, though.
Yeah, it could be, but this
gentleman
happened
40 years old
to this.
Well, so I
You
read
have a
some
little bit more.
theories.
Okay,
so
let's
I
go.
read some experts. So what they think is, because everybody did think he jumped at first, but that would be too much for his body. What they think is one of two things. So they think either the flight attendant, because they're supposed to be able to evacuate everyone off a plane in 90 seconds. That's what I read.
So maybe they were getting
So
ready.
they may have hit the emergency exit and it flew off. And at some point when the crash happened, his seat got loose and he flew out.
There's no way.
Or they think because he was in what they call the wings cage,
Where it's like super reinforced.
right? That is what allowed him to survive.
But it seemed like he was ahead of that. That plane.
Well,
was
I still think
gigantic.
I think his chair got sucked out.
I don't think it did.
Well, he had to unbuckle himself to stand up.
No, I think he was still in the fucking plane. I think the front end of it broke off.
I think that he will eventually begin to have memories, as I said earlier,
The
nightmares of what
motherfucker
happened.
said,
But
so the dude, I shouldn't say motherfucker, the guy goes, look, all right, we're going to watch it here in a minute. I've got the new, the most current interview from him in his bed.
yeah,
But basically,
I haven't
he's
seen
like,
that one.
everything just went black.
yeah.
I woke up and there was people around me.
Well, and he immediately called his family, his brother, and I think he was in shock. Like he kept saying, "I just have to find his other, his older brother." I guess there's three of them. His
The
older brother was on the
idea
flight
of this
with
is
him.
it's an absolute tragedy that so many people died.
Yeah,
But
on the plane, and
Fact,
people died on the ground too, right?
yeah, people died on the ground. But the fact, what's up, Julia? But the fact that somebody, we're gonna get into some funner stuff here in a minute, but this is such a big story that the airline.
It's a
crash.
miracle.
It's tragedy and a miracle.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm saying, right? All right. So this guy, let me just show you his picture. This dude right here
I saw that picture.
survived somehow.
Only survivor.
Only survivor, one of 243 or 244 people that survived, right? And of course, my article, I can't bring it up. And then here is the video of him getting off. Literally getting up, not getting off. letting him jump down. And this is where there's other ones in the transcribe. They're going like, I'm looking for my brother. I'm looking for my brother. That's the worst case scenario for this guy. That's like what happened to that dude.
Well, and everybody like wants to know, and so he's like, "Can you just leave me alone for a minute?"
Right.
And he survived.
We're going to keep those up. So this is that dude. He got the things that happened to him. He like burned his eyes a little bit. Like they got singed basically. His
his
arms,
eyelashes and stuff,
like-
or
like something.
he's not going to be blind.
No. But if you go back and watch the video, which is available everywhere, like that plane goes up, comes down.
It
and
barely
like
goes up.
said, it's fully loaded of fuel from go to India to London.
Right.
That's a huge fucking amount of fuel. Here's his interview.
वो मेरे नजरों के सब सामने
They're
हुआ
gonna
था
translate.
Everything happened in front of my eyes. I don't know how I survived.
क्योंकि
For some time, I thought I was also going to die. But when I opened my eyes, I realized that I was alive, and I tried to unbuckle myself from the seat and escape from where I could. It was in front of my eyes that the air hostess and others died. After the takeoff, within a minute, it felt like the plane came to a standstill for 5 to 10 seconds. I could feel engine thrust increasing to go up, but it crashed with speed into the building.
See, that's where
So he said, why did the news label the sole survivor as a British man? He is
the soul
no,
survivor.
but he is a London citizen.
Oh, he's
He's been in London and as a citizen for 20 years. That's why.
yeah. So
probably.
he's from London now. He's a
Yeah.
citizen.
He was born in
of
India,
Brit-
but he's a citizen
England.
of England. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. That's better said.
So he's a British man. He's just, it's kind of like being born overseas, like born there and moving here, kind of the same thing. So, I mean, there was also other things like he had his plane ticket, he had his phone. Here's his plane ticket.
He had an ID.
He had his ID.
Why
His
is there a
everything.
mustache on it?
Because they were covering up. This is just the
Oh,
picture.
okay. I was like,
They're covering up his personal information,
okay.
right? So it is statistically impossible for this to happen, for somebody to survive
I mean,
a plane
absolutely.
crash like that.
Yeah, and we've had this conversation. Like, I'm like,
We've had this conversation multiple
well, I
times
keep
with
feeling
several
like
people.
he's going to do something.
He's gonna get rich,
That's well, he's probably gonna get rich.
and he
but
deserves to.
there was an angel on his shoulder because there's something he's meant to do. Is
I don't
my
know what
thought.
it is.
I don't know. He may not even know what it is right now. Might come to him in 5 years.
All he has to do is just like save a puppy from like a
No, it has to be more.
flooded river in India, and then make
He
a
will never be
TikTok
English though.
vid-
You're right, Slav.
then
He will
make-
never be English, but he's an
and then
he's
make a
an
TikTok
English
video
citizen.
out of it. But if he's been in England
He's
for
an
20
England, not
years,
England.
like,
He's an England citizen.
but if he's been there for 20 years, I don't care.
I mean, he's 40, so he's lived there half his life.
He's not like one of them newcomers. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're
To
saying, but
Britain.
it's okay. All right, I
Those
get you.
new
I'm picking up what
fuckers.
you're putting down.
Save a puppy and fucking from a raging river and
Listen, if I move to Costa Rica, I'm gonna be a Costa
I think in
Rican, but I'll never be a
Hinduism,
Costa
like,
Rican.
just a life for a life is like perfectly fine.
What?
Life
In
for a life,
Hinduism?
like Hinduism or something like.
Well,
I don't know.
What
I don't
do
know
you mean
what.
life for a life?
Anyway, like you saved a life.
your life was saved, so you have to save a life. Okay.
How to save a life? Remember that song?
I do, but not because you sang it. Because you sang that. You always sing all the songs horribly.
I don't know what the fuck to tell you, dude. All right, so there's that. The odds are like statistically. I saw something. It was like 0.00000001.
These are going down like fucking water again.
Did you hear me?
Yes, I heard you.
0.000001 likelihood of surviving that. So this guy has.
Well, he should pray to
There's
whoever
like
he
no
prays
other.
to.
I don't even know what else
He should
you
pray
do.
whoever he prays to and give
You will
thanks
never get to be there. Yeah.
and try to do something good in the
The
world.
other side of it is this.
Ow, that hurt.
hmm
I need a new neck.
So somebody pointed out.
Oh,
And I looked for this meme and I just couldn't find it. But there's something to be said about this.
I have. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying.
It's the whole
This is like a
tail
two-story
end
building.
of a two-story
The center of gravity
building.
is so low, it could
Nah,
probably take this
a
impact.
whole rear end of a plane in a building built in the outskirts of a shitty little town in India. Probably made of like not super great concrete. Maybe they
I don't
have
know.
extra rebar. Do they? I don't know.
I don't know.
So, what do you guys think about that picture? And then compare it to 9/11. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there.
I roll my eyes every time.
How
you say
does the World Trade Center and then Building 7 fall
that.
down?
One was.
And then this motherfucker can get
This
hit
is like
with
a two-story
goddamn
building. You can't even compare
atomic
them.
bomb full of fucking gasoline.
And it probably didn't get hit with the bomb. This is the tail that flew from the bomb.
Mhm. Yeah, that's
The
what they're going
fuel
to try and
bomb.
tell you, honey. That's what they're going to try.
Tear
Atomic
them.
bomb. fucking-
And it probably bombed the bomb.
Mm, They're
Fuel
going to try.
bomb.
That's what.
Well, I don't live glasses on. Wait. is gone. You don't. So I only see the
Rose-colored
good.
lenses. I don't know.
All right. What you got that's fun? What's next?
Oh my God, I've got so much. Iran and Israel.
This is not fun.
Iran and Israel. They're gonna start fucking. They started bombing each other.
I know.
So Israel.
Okay, so you guys, I need to tell a statement for those of you that don't know me, like these guys that are watching know me. I am ignorant when it comes to the news on purpose. I quit watching the news, what, babe, like 8 years ago?
Like 37 years ago.
8 years ago, I quit watching any sort of news media, any
I filter everything for
because
her.
it makes me sad and it makes me pissed off.
But these
and
are kind of important.
I don't
news
need
stories.
to. I don't. Well, you fill me in where I need to be filled in.
This is kind of one that we need to fill you in on.
I am, and people can disagree all they want. I'm okay. I'm okay to be naive on certain things because it makes me sad.
So Runaway said they don't use rebar in India. So how the fuck did that thing stay up?
How do they make a wall then? Because don't they normally do rebar and the wood and stuff, and then they pour the cement or mud or whatever in, and then
even
they pull
you
out
would
the
know
wood?
how to do this.
I mean, I've seen
Good
some stuff.
Lord. So Iran. So with Beth's disclaimer of being ignorant
On purpose.
to the world
Not the
on
world.
purpose.
I'm not
Let's
ignorant
talk
on
about
puppy.
Iran launching missiles
I'm
back
not ignorant
at
on
Israel.
food or romance novels. I'm ignorant on the world news.
No, we're well aware.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that. I don't
fine.
care.
Today in Iranian and Israeli
Iranian
news,
or I see what you're saying. Okay,
so Israel struck.
struck.
Okay, Iran last night. Or
Yes.
no, 2 nights ago.
Yes,
At this point,
Wednesday night.
uh,
That's 2 nights ago.
yeah, something like that. No,
Their Thursday.
night. It's because their day is night and night is day.
Yeah, they
Like,
at some point in the
They're
last 2
fucking
days.
retarded because the sun goes down. All right, warning sirens sounded across Israel on Friday as Iran fired dozens of ballistic missiles in retaliatory attack after Israel launched overnight airstrikes. So why am I talking about this? This is kind of a big news story. Normally, I wouldn't talk about this on our show. And normally, we never would normally. But the idea is this, is there are a couple big things happening in the world right now. Like plane crash, Survivor. That's fucking amazing. This one is another big one. We only talk about certain things once in a while, like President Trump getting shot in the ear. Otherwise, we don't talk about President Trump.
Right.
Joe Biden falling upstairs. We might have dementia. Kind of a big deal. This one's kind of a big deal.
Excuse me.
We're on neither side. Like, we're just reporting.
I don't
the
pick
news.
sides.
I mean, I kind of do, but
Switzerland.
I'm not going to tell you which side I'm on.
I
And
don't
I'll
pick
tell you what
sides.
side I'm on, but it doesn't matter. All right. A second round of missiles targeted Israel a few hours later. Some made it through Israel's missile defense system, called the Iron Dome, if you're not aware, causing damage and injuries. Nobody's died yet, as I've reported. This was a couple hours ago. In the first round, about 100 missiles were fired from Iran and in 2 salvos. All right. So a lot of shit happened coming back, but they're just arbitrarily firing. Iran
Yes.
is trying to hit Israel's like key infrastructure.
Yeah, because a major guy died in
I'm
Iran.
going to tell you this in a
right?
second.
I saw
Yep, I'm
that.
gonna tell
Like
you
he
this in
gave a
second.
scary thing, and then he was dead later
He's
that
like,
day.
oh, Allah Akbar. Yep. Durka. A U.S. official and a White House official confirmed to CBS News that the United States helped Israel intercept Iranian missiles coming in. During these strikes, U.S. troops at 2 bases in the Middle East were ordered into bunkers. Okay, so for safety. Retaliatory action from Iran came after Israel launched over 200 airstrikes into Iran. But what they're going after, what Israel's going after, is their nuclear sites, so they can't enrich shit
Okay.
to make nuclear bombs.
Why now?
That's the big question.
I mean, I kind of feel like Israel is just poking the bear, and so many bears, just poking so many bears. It's like, dude,
You're not wrong.
you're gonna get your hand bit off eventually.
No, they're not. They've got.
How much trouble can you stir
They can stir all of the fucking.
and still
trouble.
have tons of
This
support?
is the problem.
Okay.
That's a great question. That is the question. Is how much shit can they start up before they start losing support? And U.S. is a major
huge.
supporter
I know.
of them.
Yes.
When you think of Iran and Iraq, and
Tyler said, I'm driving right
Afghanistan,
now.
and all those other areas, right? Or all those other countries. Who supports Iran? China.
Bad people.
Russia. Like, who puts their? They may not say it like geopolitically and like out loud, but they're pushing funds into there, right? Libya, perhaps, or whatever.
I also want to know why anyone would support Iran because they're terrorists.
Similar ideology. It's ideology.
So China's terrorists.
Well, no.
They're
I wouldn't say that. They're communists, but they're not like.
I mean, kind of
I
terrorists.
mean, they're going after us.
I mean, kind of a terrorist.
Yeah, not disagreeing with you.
If you
But
are,
in the same sense that these motherfuckers are just like,
listen, I shouldn't say anything because I don't know.
you
enough.
don't have China over there flying like and burning flags. Well, no, nobody's allowed to do that because it'll fuck up their economy. The second we see somebody in China burning an American flag, everybody's gonna be like, fuck China.
Yeah.
Right? We get nothing from Iran. Period. Nothing.
What do they have to give?
Nothing. Literally nothing. We get nothing. There's zero.
They don't have
They are
anything. Like they have
all
no
risk-
infrastructure that can
All
support.
risk, zero reward
Okay.
is this country. Iran, but
Do you know that for sure?
100%, 100%. But back in like, you can go back into like the 50s and 60s and 70s before the Ayatollah came on board. They were like a democratic, peaceful nation. Women didn't have to wear burqas, so their faces were covered. Women were going to college. Women were fucking thriving. Women were driving cars.
They
believe it or not.
probably were scared.
No, they were. It was
No,
a completely.
the men were scared.
And then the Ayatollahs came in and said, "Oh, we need to live by the word of the Quran," and it can go fuck off if you think that's a fucking bad thing, right? And
or a good thing, you mean?
no,
Fuck
No,
off
yeah,
if you
yeah,
think living by
whatever,
the
yeah.
Quran is a good thing.
me saying that they can fuck off is
Is Greg? Yeah.
right. And it was an amazing place, and it was beautiful. And
But
then
you
now,
would think like, okay, so let's think a little bit, right? So like we have kids today
Mhm.
in America that are like, fuck the government, right? Like you
they're
would-
fully retarded.
well, no, but you would think that they would eventually start to have kids that would have their own opinion that wouldn't align with government
That's actually
because
well, no, I'm sorry. But go ahead.
because kids are supposed to want a better world, right? Like, and they have all the answers apparently.
No, the problem is that they get beat to death, and if you
if they don't agree,
counter to the regime-
counterintuitive.
right. So what I think it was Netanyahu, and I don't give a fuck about that guy, but he just came out and he had a video maybe like an hour before we went on, something like that, and he's like, "This is your chance." To your point, to the people there, they took out all so far reportedly they took out all of their top generals. They're taking out all of their nuclear scientists. They're taking out all of their nuclear.
They have or they are?
They have.
Okay,
They've taken out all of these
big chunk of the people.
huge leaders, right? Can that cause a revolution to reset, to go back, or are they so ideologically?
I think it depends because they're probably older people that are so set in the ideology that they're not going to
But
give.
older people are going to be like, what? The problem is, like, their fucking life expectancy is like 60 there,
Nuh-uh.
70, right? They don't have, back in the day, it would have been a little bit longer, right? So
For
your
real?
life is it's just part of life. Like, they don't have the infrastructure that we have. They're, decent, but it's not the same. Like, our infrastructure, like, our life expectancy is what, 78 here? It's not that fucking great. 70s, 60s, 70s over there.
Mhm.
That is, when was 60s? So 1960, that'd be 40.
So Wilkery said, "I'm too
That's
ugly
65.
for war propaganda posters."
You
I-
would be perfect for
I have
it.
to like read some of this stuff though. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah.
Reed said, absolutely. Reed also said that Tehran used to be a vacation destination.
Right. That's what I'm getting at. It was a beautiful, if you go
Boom
back
said,
and look at it.
Well, for real, fuck the government. Tikka masala, said Wilkery. You're just gonna make me hungry, bruh. Butter chicken, Tyler. Assholes are gonna make me hungry.
So this is what it says. Israel says it destroyed Iran's air defenses, killed top commanders early Friday. Israeli Prime Minister Ben Netanyahu announced that the IDF had begun Operation Rising Lion. That's a great. I mean,
They started what? Say that again.
Operation Rising Lion, which is the name of the operation. Like the overall
Rising a lion.
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 Rising Lion.
Okay.
Yep.
Who are those people?
The IDF, Israeli Force
Oh.
Fences.
He told you I don't know shit.
All right. So, with a massive wave of airstrikes against dozens of Iranian nuclear sites, military commanders and research, Netanyahu, whatever, says Israeli intelligence has uncovered an Iranian plan to destroy Israel. This is where propaganda. So, Israel is really, 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 really good on propaganda. Propaganda being like, they will do this. They could do this. They might do this. And then going and being like, we're going to blow them up.
So making a worry where there's no worry.
That's
Basically,
propaganda, right?
yeah.
That's propagandist kind of conversations.
Yeah, you're starting
We don't
making
know.
people paranoid about what
Theoretically,
could be.
like Iran might
Listen,
still be
I
fucking
still-
using sticks and twigs. I mean, I don't think they are.
I'm not against getting rid of nuclear shit. Like
So there's two sides to this tale.
two sides, tails of two sides, two sides
Is
to a tail.
Israel using USA,
US,
the United
yes,
States,
I agree.
as
Their fallback.
their fallback is
Yes.
like, because we will,
Come
our
in and
leadership, we're
we'll
like, now
rescue.
we want you, we'll rescue.
We'll
you."
help you.
But President Trump's going like, Iran, dude, you better fucking calm down. Don't send all those salvos of missiles back. And they've done it. And they're like, I think they're at the point where Iran has
just
nothing
think,
left
like,
to lose.
I just think that Israel pokes the bear.
I agree 100%.
Israel pokes the bear. Like you
granted,
you
I
barely
don't know-
finished one fight,
I
and you're
watched
starting another
Shit,
one.
and I watch stuff just like you guys do. And I read articles and I do the things that I can do.
And I don't.
Right. But I hope I don't think we will send, because Trump's whole moniker has always been no new wars, right?
Yeah.
Well, fucking Israel just started a new war.
Well, but they should have to dig themselves out of it.
That's exactly it in my mind. Like they're on their own.
Listen, I said earlier, what's his name?
Acid.
I said, what's his name is writing checks his body can't cash without help.
It's on his body. Israel can fucking hold
He's
on
writing
for
checks
a long
his
time.
government can't cash.
No,
I mean,
Israel
they
can
can
cash
maybe
some
hold
checks,
on
bro.
for a long time, but
Israel can-
eventually,
fucking Israel's a nuclear
Why?
power.
why?
Israel can fucking bomb the live. Israel can make Iran go away.
So
like-
then why are they? Two rights don't make a wrong, right? So if they have nuclear power, why can't somebody else have nuclear power?
No, because Iran so far. No, Iran is
Like a
death
seagull.
to America, death to Israel, death to England.
Okay.
Period. Based on your religion.
Well, yeah, but they're not stupid enough to actually do
Oh no,
that,
they are.
because
They're
they would have already done
no,
it
no, no,
then.
no. They're 100%. No, it has nothing to do with that. It's caliphate. They
It's
have
what?
it's caliphate. It's like
I don't know what that is.
indoctrination. That is
They're
their-
brainwashing
their-
people.
no, it's not even brainwash. It's the way they're raised.
Well, it's
It's
brainwashing.
like no,
in a
that's not
sense.
brainwashed. It's just
in a
they're
sense.
nope. It's not even brainwashed.
Okay.
It's just that's how they live. They grow up. And they're like, oh, death to America, right? And that's fucking it. It doesn't matter to them. So Dan Holloway the other day on Drinking Bros,
Yeah.
and I think I saw it last night or the night before on X, made a Twitter post. He's like, "Good luck, Europe." Why? Because you have what is predominantly that area. It's Muslim.
Mhm.
Iran, Muslim. You start
They're taking
Israel-
over.
Israel starts bombing them,
They're going to start
what's gonna
attacking people
happen
in
and
Europe.
Europe has been overrun because of their immigration, quote unquote, immigration.
They get what they
policies.
deserve then.
That means, no, you're right. But England,
Nothing is cut and dry or
Europe,
simple,
It's
unfortunately.
pretty fucking cut and dry. And it's been like this for a while. Europe is pretty much lost because there are already like hundreds of
So they don't have natural citizens. They have immigrants that are now taking over.
they have hundreds of no-goes on. Have you heard about this? There's hundreds
I
of
have a little bit.
no-go zones.
What's a no-go zone though? Tell
where
me that.
like literally like police.
Is that like going to the west side
but
here?
it's
and
like
you don't want to
going
get shot?
Compton
Okay.
and being like, oh, we're gonna police, and they're like, no, we police ourselves. Thank you, fucking get out.
Yeah.
Right, we got to come in there if there's a dead body, right? But in Europe, in like London, there's tons of them, and all over Europe where police do not go. Plus, fucking the cops in Europe don't even carry guns 90% of the time.
No.
Right? They're a bunch of
But nobody is supposed to
that
have guns.
whole goddamn place is a bunch
I want to
of
know how that's
pussies.
working out for them. But I
There,
don't
that
know if
fucking
this is
place is gonna be a Tinder
Runaway
box.
Slob. Is this a real quote? He said, "I reject your reality and substitute my own." Netanyahu. Is that like a real quote?
No, I
or-
think
okay.
that's just a quote. That's an old school quote.
But
Nonetheless, it's kind of the same, right? So the other side is does Dan Holloway's comment come true, right? Where fucking
I
shit
do-
lights off because they're pissed off that the Jewish Israeli
faction. I don't wanna
I
call it a
mean, I don't know,
faction, you know
the
what I mean?
country launched an attack on Muslims in Iran or whatnot.
Did they
I
have
don't know.
reason? Is my question.
It depends on what you think reason is, right? So
hear that
reason,
tickling me.
quote
I
unquote,
mean-
could be, hey, we don't want them to get nuclear weapons. They weren't there. And Trump was like, hey, Iran, hold the fuck off. Let's do this diplomatically. And
Diplomacy doesn't work.
oh, it does.
unfortunately.
It absolutely does. You shut
Then why is
the cell works. You shut. What you do is you shut. I can't do Trump right
you
now.
don't do Trump very well.
I've done it before. I just can't do it right now. But you shut everything down and you make it so that they don't get any fucking imports.
But if
and
they
you-
have China
basically
and
you-
other places behind
But you
them.
put pressure behind it and you don't take any exports.
So
There's
I
no
do want to
exports.
share because I like Tyler's thought on
always
this. He says, "Cool weed store opening soon in the neighborhood, right beside the Starbucks. I'm a 3 a day S9 perfect. I don't know what that.
I don't even know what that means.
There's a weed store opening at the Starbucks. I get that neighborhood Starbucks.
Okay.
I'm a 3 a day S9 perfect. So,
Netanyahu. Oh, that's a good drink.
what's a Netanyahu?
He's making a netting
I
instead
don't
of
know what that is.
Yahoo.
What's a Netanyahu?
We should probably. Is it just Yoo-hoo with a little bit of
Vodka.
Jewish vodka?
It's not Jewish vodka.
Uh,
Vodka's Polish, bitch. Russian.
I don't know.
Maybe it's Polish and Russian. Because what's his name from? Pav from?
Russia.
Was he from Russia?
He's a plant.
He's not
I
a
love-
plant.
I love Pav.
He's a
He's an army. He's like an E9 now.
I know. He's not a plant. His kids are beautiful. Tyler said if I win, I'm right. I don't know. This is fun. I love reading you guys. I get in trouble for reading these because Greg is
Not
like, pay
tonight. Not
attention. I'm
tonight.
like, they're
Not
so
tonight.
good. All
Let's
right.
do a snack test.
All right.
Let's move off of all of this shit. The world is not going to end, you fucking retards. Just so we know.
Listen, if it is
Not for you guys, but you know the other.
Listen, if
you
the
guys.
world ends, make sure you're right with your God.
We're gonna do a
Make
taste
sure you
test.
love your family and share.
Yeah.
So on Wednesday, I was fucking starving.
There's
right?
only one God,
No, there's not. There's depends on who you believe.
Zeus.
Zeus. We're fucked then. He's not a nice God.
Poseidon,
No, Poseidon's not even nice.
the god of the oceans.
Aphrodite might be
She's
nice.
the hot one.
She might be nice because she just wants everybody
no,
to
she's
stay
the
pretty.
god of war, though.
Is she?
Yeah.
I thought she was the god
Oh,
of
that's Nike.
yeah,
No, that's Nike.
as in the shoe.
Yeah, Nike's
I
the
didn't
god
know
of
that.
war. Yeah.
Okay, so on Wednesday, I was
All
eating Doritos, right? Because we are a Dorito family. Greg loves his Cool Ranch. I
Mhm.
love my nacho.
Yep.
I have been seeing this commercial
I eat Doritos. Fucking.
almost every day.
It's like my fucking.
So I've been seeing this commercial for late night. I saw somebody on Instagram make.
Have you guys had any of these
nachos.
late night?
I saw somebody making nachos with them, and they looked fucking delicious. So today, when I had to go get packing tape because I had to send something back to somebody, I was like, I'm gonna see if they have those late night nachos.
Oh, you actually pre-planned this?
Yes, I
All right,
went
let's
to the
go.
store.
Go show the bag.
So I will, but the flavor is sizzling cheeseburger. I'm a little suspect.
Sizzling. What other flavors do they have?
No, the late night is the sizzling cheeseburger.
Oh, that's the one.
That's
Okay.
the one. So I don't know if you guys can see this. So it literally says late night, and then the
Late night.
flavor
On the back
profile
says
is
late night flavors, one bowl crunch.
taste the night.
Taste the night.
So I think it's a 3-chip taste before you say whether you like it or
3
not.
full chip.
Yeah. I'll grab 4. Have you guys tried these yet?
Here we go. All right, I got to get a decent handful. All right, I'm going to start with a little bitty one. See, my deal is with any chip, I always eat the small ones around the big ones.
Tell me what you taste. I'll tell you what I taste. What do you taste?
That's fucking ridiculous.
What do you good or bad?
It tastes cheeseburger.
I taste mustard.
Maybe it's psychosomatic. Add a little mustard.
I don't taste a lot of beef. I taste mustard, maybe some pickles.
What the fuck?
They're pretty damn good though, huh?
Give me more. Yeah. No, now you put it in my head, I would not have thought mustard.
What?
I would not have thought mustard until you said mustard.
But now you taste it, right?
Mm-hmm. God damn it. Now I taste mustard. Fucking ruined
It's not
it.
bad. What did you taste before I told you that?
A fucking cheeseburger.
No, you didn't, fool.
I legitimately did. It's probably
You tasted beef?
I tasted a fucking cheeseburger. Bro.
It
you
was
ruined it.
psychosomatic.
All right. Now they're gross.
They're not gross.
No.
They're not Cool Ranch or nacho cheese, but
Oh, fuck. Nope.
I get a snack size bag of Dorito once a week and I make it last 2 days.
All right. No, they're not gross. What's your rating? 1 to 10.
7. No. 6.
All right. They're
Nacho
okay.
cheese would be my so nacho cheese would be my 10. Spicy nacho cheese would be a 9. Cool Ranch would probably be for me. You love them.
I'm going to bang your head off.
Like
the
a
table.
6, maybe.
You're fucking retarded.
You don't like nacho cheese.
No, I love nacho cheese.
Then why do you always get Cool Ranch?
Because Cool Ranch I like a little bit better. Like if the world ended when there was no more Cool Ranch, I'm going to nacho cheese.
You're gonna be like, what's his name on
Hands down, like nacho
Woody
cheese.
Harrelson on that
Have you
zombie
ever
movie
like
where he's
just
trying to
eaten
find a
so many
Twinkie?
nacho cheese or like done the lip thing where you put them all up like
No, but have you ever eaten it so much you get them on your fingernails? Well, you don't have fingernails.
Yeah. No, or like just like
Another one?
oh, no, I'm done. Those are not my favorite. Those I'm going like a 5.4.
Listen,
Yeah. Cool Ranch are gonna be somewhere in like an 8.3.
I'm a chip
Regular.
girl.
I mean, I'm 8.3 on both.
I'm a chip girl. I love chips.
Fuck.
What the hell? I saw that one.
Dill pickle Pringles? What
What?
the fuck? I think we're gonna do a summer of chip reviews.
I'll get some dill.
We'll do
Pringle
some
chips.
summer of chip reviews because we're out of fucking booze.
I mean, I'm still gonna do some whiskey
We'll
reviews.
still do some whiskey reviews, but goddamn, think chip reviews. Send us all your chip ideas.
I
And
don't
if
like
you have
salt and
local
vinegar.
chip, if you have local chip ones, send me the where to get them, and I'll order
them online.
Yeah, I'll go out and order them, and I'll try and get them out here. So if you have like local,
I'm
company,
sorry I ruined them for you.
no, it's totally fine. You fucked.
I
it up.
really taste mustard.
It does taste like mustard, but I swear the first.
I have a
hint,
very
I was like,
refined
"Oh,
palate.
cheeseburger,
I have a very refined palate.
and that was gone. Which I don't mind. I like mustard. Trust me, I like mustard.
I like ketchup better than I like mustard, and I like mayo better than I like mustard. But I know mustard is better for me because it has less fat
Compared to
and
what?
sugar than both mayo and
Yeah,
ketchup.
fuck that. Mix them all together and it's delicious.
Oh, that's Thousand Island with a kick. Oh,
You guys
know
want to
what?
watch a fun video?
Ketchup and mustard with a little bit of ketchup and mayo with a little bit of mustard might be a little spicy.
We have not played this video. I don't think.
Well, I'll know in a minute.
I'm hoping. Anyway,
Let's see. Dill pickle. I'm gonna try that one. I love dill pickles.
so dill pickles. Miss Vicky's jalapenos are my jam.
No.
The jalapeno chips.
I don't
It's
do spice.
Super crunch.
Peppers too. I made us. Oh, it was so disappointing. Made us this
Doritos hot mustard.
huge crock pot meal of with
just put
chicken,
She just
and I
put a little bit
well,
too much.
I put in what they told me to put in, and I should have known better because pepper's spicy for me. I don't know why. I'm a pussy
Yeah.
when it comes to spice.
Just like she's just talking about like cracked
Like
pepper.
cracked pepper. I put a tablespoon in this huge thing, and I was like, I can't eat it. I struggled through it, and I was like, we're throwing it away. We're not having leftovers.
Otherwise, it'd have been
You liked it.
No, basically it was the filling for a pot pie.
It really was, because I cooked the chicken for so long, it shredded, and then it was
It was
egg
basically the
noodles.
filling
Well, with
for a
egg
pot pie.
noodles
Yeah, with
instead
egg
of
noodles.
crust.
It
But
was delicious.
I'm going to
I
make it
loved
again.
But even for me, it was like,
I'm going to make it again, and I'm going to let you add your own fucking pepper.
I don't.
Because here's what I was thinking afterwards. I was like, why the hell did I put the pepper in?
Are you
Salt
guys-
and pepper. I
alright,
should put
question.
minimal in.
Question. Are you guys like big salt and pepper people?
I'm salt.
So she's a salt,
Salt and garlic.
and I'm not either. Like I don't need.
Like we have the SPG now, and I love it. I think it's perfectly
Beth-
blended.
That's always the girl that's like forever has done like the little bit. And have you ever seen me add salt?
No,
No,
you're a weirdo.
No, I've never added salt to anything.
I salt stuff when I make it.
I salt stuff.
I salt stuff when I make it. I add salt because I don't add as much salt as I would because I'm married to you.
I just don't. I'm not a salty person. I think
Like
that's a genetic
Salty.
thing.
Review
I
the
think genetics.
THC. Oh, what's THC seltzers?
Lift, 10 milligram ginger. What the fuck? Oh, he's talking to somebody. He's talking to Reed. All right.
William said Dill Pringles.
Right. Just fucking let us know.
Yeah.
Hare's potato chips. All right. You're going to have to send us all this. Every one of
Wait,
these
is
things.
there a dill pickle Miller Lite? Because Alex
the fuck
said
was
I
that?
have to find the Miller Lite and Pringles chips. I heard good things
Like-
about them.
Wait a minute.
Zaps. We've had Zaps.
Are you saying beer?
We've had Zaps on the
and-
East Coast.
You saying beer and?
Or dill pickle beer and
No, I think
dill
he's
pickle
saying
Pringles.
Miller Lite
And
dill
Pringles?
pickle Pringles.
Maybe.
I don't know. All right.
Doritos
Send
hot
us
mustard.
everything.
I've never even seen
via-
those.
Send it to the bar is
That's
open.
what's so weird.
Hang on a second. Send it to the bar is open on Instagram. DM me everything out. Any sort of goddamn
Do
thing.
it though, guys. Don't just talk about it.
Yeah, don't just talk about it. Get it out of here.
I think it's weird though because a lot of food varies by region. Like
No,
we don't have
it's just-
Zaps here. We have You have Zaps in New England.
Mhm.
I think we might have had Zaps in Arizona,
No.
but I don't think I've seen Zaps here. Is it always just been on the East Coast that
It's
we've
the
seen
East
them?
Coast thing, yeah. All right, we got it.
That's a Syracuse.
We're gonna
flavored
watch. We're
chip.
gonna zip through. We're gonna zap through a couple of videos real quick.
'Kay.
You ready?
We're gonna Zap.
We're gonna zap it. All right. First one.
Yes.
All right. So this one is dedicated to my wife. I
Uh-oh.
gotta find it real
I didn't do
quick.
anything.
So a little background. Beth sneezes
Oh.
so hard sometimes.
I
that
do
it
sneeze really
scares
hard.
me. Right? And it makes
Not
me
all the time.
No, not
It's
all
just
the
when
time.
it's been building and building and building.
And then if I happen to say, bless you, or say a word, like even
no.
can we-
It's before I sneeze.
she's sitting right next to me in the car, right? And I'm like, hey, can you? And she's like, God damn it, Greg. You fucking you blew
Because
my
You do
sneeze
that on
up."
purpose because you know.
No, fuck off, I don't
you
know all the
know
time.
when you talk to me and I'm fixing to sneeze, I can't sneeze.
Nobody fixes a sneeze.
I'm fixing to
It's
sneeze.
not a fucking thing. All right, this is what's gonna happen to her at some point. You ready? All right, she's probably gonna die.
As she sneezed, it ruptured a disc in her spine, and when it collapsed, a nerve got trapped between her two vertebrae.
This is
Suddenly, she couldn't move. And even though she had 3 separate operations, she still suffered extreme pain. For the next 2 years, she was bedridden, needing
gonna be Beth.
painkillers so strong she would hallucinate. But finally, doctors inserted a plastic cage around her spine, relieving pressure on the pinched nerve. And within a week, she was walking again and holding in her sneezes.
Completely addicted to fucking heroin. That was a true
First of
story.
all, that wasn't a real person.
No shit, retard.
No, like it's not even a story of a real person.
No, that is, if I go back and I pull the clip, it's an absolute story of a person that sneezed so hard that she fucking pinched
I
the
don't
nerve.
like shake my whole body. I just sneeze really hard.
Yeah, and it's so loud that I might die.
I'm okay with that.
You guys,
Just
it's fucking
kidding.
retarded. We're zipping through some news stories tonight
Mm,
because, you know, it's kind of like, this is like a cleanup Friday sometimes. We have a cleanup Friday once
Every
in a while.
once in a while, that
You
we've
know
been
what I mean? We
holding
got
the
some
stories
good
for
ones.
weeks.
We've been hanging on to them for a bit, right? All right. Next up, drone testing. All right.
Key
so
lime
this,
pie sour ale probably would be amazing.
what's that?
Key lime pie sour ale? Runway's talking about some things that like Hatch chili ale, key lime pie sour ale.
Fuck yeah. All right. Next up, this video, it happened to come across. All right. So I've told you guys I work in the aerial imagery and stuff like that. We've at the firm, we've stopped our drone imagery program because, well, whatever. But this is kind of like an Amazon test of using
Fail.
a drone
Fail.
to deliver car batteries
So
to
that makes
a-
sense. So it was an Amazon order to someone.
I mean, I'm just
and
using
not-
that as an example. I
okay.
can't say it is Amazon,
Okay.
but it's like a decent sized drone, right? Have you ever picked up a car battery?
Negative
No.
Ghost Rider.
Okay, so they are like, let's say 50 pounds of dead ass weight.
Okay.
They are just solid.
Do they have a handle?
Sometimes they don't. Right? They are just
They should have a
dead
handle.
weight. That's the thing. I don't even know how to. It's like your phone times
No,
fucking,
it's like carrying a 50-pound kettlebell,
but just the ball and then make it like 5 of those.
but still 50 pounds.
50 pounds. Just dense. Right? All right. So this is what happens. This woman. All right, I'm just gonna fucking play it.
Play it.
Let's play it. Give me one of your chips. So she just put her kid in the back seat.
Can you make it bigger?
Oh, yeah. Let me pause it for a second. Pause it for a second, make it a little bit bigger, and I'll restart.
Is she at a grocery store?
No, so she like there is some video I edited out. So she's walking out of an auto store,
Okay.
auto parts store. Okay, so I'll restart.
I thought when you said she left her glasses, she was like,
you'll
at
see
home.
here in just a minute. So this is
Okay.
her coming out. She's already come out of the store.
Okay.
And I just edited it.
So they were sending the battery to the store.
Whomever
Yes,
was.
okay.
Right. So I edited just her walking.
Okay,
Just
that's
make
fine.
it a little bit shorter.
Let's go.
What's up, Jess? Watch this shit. So she goes. She gets in. She goes, oh shit. And you see her. Trot. Like quickly run back.
Not supposed to leave your kid in the car. Oh, you can hear the drone.
She she goes in quick.
Thank you.
Just comes quickly out. You see what happened?
Oh, shit.
Let's go back. You see what happened?
She's never leaving her kid in the car again.
All right. So this
what
is the
falls
time.
to the side?
That's the drone. All
Well,
right.
you can hear the drone
Uh-huh.
early on, and it was wee.
It's like
Hi.
All right. So this is her walking in.
Okay.
Thank you.
And it dropped the battery through her fucking
The drone was tiny.
for a battery. Yeah.
Should have been like the ones in New Jersey. Her kid was
she-
okay though, yeah.
She's like, what the fuck?
Her kid was okay
Yeah,
though,
totally
yeah.
fine.
Okay.
Kid was in the back seat, in a rear facing.
Still,
Isn't that fucking crazy?
AutoZone's like we're not droning it anymore because now who's gonna pay out on
Fairly
that?
certain that is a.
AutoZone?
Now I just smell mustard.
Oh, quit being a bitch and just eat the chip.
God damn it.
Try it tomorrow.
Sizzling cheeseburger. God damn it, Doritos. You ruined my fucking night.
I don't taste cheeseburger at all. Okay, what else you got?
All right.
TV said, I'll send y'all a drone pic. What? Siri, nobody was talking to you.
You know what
Go
that
away.
fucking thing
Go away,
is?
Siri.
Cass,
What?
you know what that fucking thing is?
A man in a bat suit.
Nope. That's a giant bat.
Where the fuck is this? Because I never want to go there.
I don't even know where this article is in my fucking news anymore. I've just had this on here for so long that I'm like, I gotta tell the fucking story of it. That is a giant bat
All right, hold on.
in like some fuck. There we go. I got the story.
Okay.
Photo of giant human-sized bat is actually fake.
Oh, fake.
I don't think it is. I think that's
it's
totally
fake.
real
No,
because
it's in someone's garage.
hanging from the roof, an enormous mass lurks under a manner most sinister. Or is it the case of a fan of huge bats?
Yes.
I think that's a real bat.
I don't think it's real.
Have you ever seen those fox bats? Look up fox bats. Or
Are they foxy?
No, they're just giant. I don't think it's fake.
There are some places that
I
have
think it's real.
giant bats, but I don't think they're that big.
You know, I prefer to think that's real.
Let's
I don't know what's
see.
happening with our
Images. They're not
fucking
that big,
video
babe.
anymore.
They're big. They ain't that big. Look.
God
that
damn,
big.
womb.
What'd he say?
Can't repeat it.
I'll just read it.
All right, let's get in some feel goods. I gotta go take care of some eating. Oh, let's do it. Let's do a couple cleanups. I got one more cleanup.
Oh, womb.
I have one more cleanup. So there's this
They're
chick
cute runway.
right here who
Sunglasses.
is in like some other country, like Yugoslavia or something like that.
She got a hair growth issue.
Well, no, she set the world record for having the hairiest face. I've had this for fucking months. I don't even know what the story is anymore, but I
She's
know the
like-
story. I've read it multiple
What's
times.
the movie that Michael J.
Wolf
Fox was
Man.
in?
Oh,
Where Teen Wolf?
Teen Wolf. Yeah. But wait a minute. So she has the record, like the Guinness Book of World Record for having the hairiest face, right? But there's this weird thing that happens, and I'm okay.
But this is a anomaly, right? You
yeah.
know that.
There's
Like,
a
these are the freak show people.
sideshow kind of thing.
Yeah.
But she's just a girl that just
AKA
happened to
freak
have
show.
this genetic thing that
Her
happened.
parents
to her.
need to pay for some laser hair removal.
Well, okay, so hang on.
Mm-mm. That's mean.
Hang on. That's what she actually looks like when she's all cleaned up. When she's got that straight razor shave.
Then that can't be real because she would have stubble at the end of every day.
But she's straight razor clean.
No, she's fucking lasering that shit off.
Probably. I mean, what would
She
you
should
do?
be.
Yeah.
I'd be going.
But that's her. And you can tell the difference. You can see it in the
I'm trying
nose.
to look the nose.
Oh, I grabbed the wrong one.
Yeah, the nose is the same.
Right? The nose,
So that was when she was a teenager, and she's a woman, and she's like,
maybe.
fuck the hairy face.
Maybe. You see that little
Alex
kind
said,
of
"Hey, look,
bulbous
it's my
nose?
sister."
See that little bulbous nose
No,
part?
the noses are exactly the same.
And her lips, and she's smiling there. 'cause
And
she's
CB
like,
said, I can fix her. I don't even want to know how. Mm-mm.
put the hair back. Right? It's totally fine. I mean, it's just like we're cleaning up shit at this point, guys.
Listen,
We're just going through backlog.
great job making the Guinness World Records.
We're going through backlog of shit that I've had on this computer for a fucking million years. All right, we need to get in some feel goods. You ready for some feel goods?
Yes.
All right, your feel good.
My feel good is one from a group I share often.
Yep, it's a new one that you kind
It
of
is a new one, but I like this story mostly because there was a really good.
Has she
feel
tried
good.
chemos?
You don't need chemo. She just needs.
She probably
hair
grew up like
removal.
her town borders Chernobyl or something like that. Like it was like it's
Where was she
okay.
at?
I don't know.
No,
I don't remember.
Czechoslovakia.
Yeah, it's probably like right next to Chernobyl.
I feel like it's so cold there that women are just hairier.
No, that is a genetic fucking issue.
That is Teen Wolf.
Yeah. All right, you ready? So what are you gonna say about yours? Hers is just some good. It's a dog. It's a
We
weekly
rate
thing.
dogs. I show their stuff from time to
All
time.
right, you
I
ready?
liked this one because there's a follow up in it that's very sweet
Mhm.
to one we showed
And I
like a
think
month
then
ago.
we have to I'm gonna fast forward through. Well,
No.
whatever.
Just play that shit.
5. Eddie the Beagle is going to kick this off for us.
Eddie, it's Friday! Yay! Are you excited? Yes?
At number 5, we have Whiskey. She knows people pay good money for mud baths. Found this one for free.
Oh, Whiskey. Oh, honey. Are you serious right now?
Mom's like, how the
Oh,
fuck am I gonna
God.
get you home?
You enjoying yourself?
I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah, but if our dog died,
here.
we'd freak.
We have received confirmation
Yeah,
that she is clean now. And number 4, we have a tie between Aries, who's fighting
These
battles
fucking
we
dogs.
can't begin to comprehend.
If you don't love these videos, then fuck off.
He's trying to get his.
Right?
He's a puppy.
Like Henry.
But
And Moose,
the next one isn't.
who's trying to copy Aries.
Moose was probably licking some parts and was like, I'm tired.
Yeah, my butthole.
And number 3, we have Floyd. He first met his mailman Ian when he was
This
just a
is sweet.
puppy
This
living
is
on
a
his
sweet
route.
one,
Ian
yeah.
delivered mail to him and his human for about a year and a half until his route changed. The new carrier
Real
on that
good for
route
you.
informed Ian that Floyd's human had passed away, leaving Floyd with nowhere to go. Ian knew what he needed to do.
I went down to the shelter at about 10 a.m. is when they opened. I got there at 9:50 to make sure I was first in line.
And he
Come
was. Floyd now has a home with a familiar face.
I kind of felt responsible to take care of him. I think he'd be pleased
talking about the previous
to know
owner.
that his former mailman is taking good care of his dog.
And number 2, we have Waylon. He'd been in a shelter for 95 days when a
sweet.
woman came in with her son Kai just to look around. They fell in love with Waylon.
Oh,
Kai
this one
asked
was
so
great.
many
This
great
one's really good.
Saw
questions,
this
not
this
only
week.
about Waylon's personality, but how to keep him safe
boy, it
and
was
healthy. Shelter staff said they were blown away. When he returned to
Ron watched that
officially
video.
adopt Waylon, he arrived in a very dapper suit.
Mm-hmm.
When asked why, he simply replied that it was a special occasion. Waylon and Kai are now inseparable. Our honorable mention this week is Ed. Ed captivated the nation this
fucking
week as
Ed.
he
I
escaped
saw
a
it
Tennessee
last
property
week.
after being there for just one day. He was ultimately captured and airlifted back to his humans, who quickly
How many
relocated
goddamn
him to a
zebras?
wildlife conservatory. Before
many
we get to our
zebras
number
get to
1
go
dog
for
of the
a
week,
flight?
a reminder that we're partnered with the Farmer's Dog and can give you 60% off your dog's first order through the
Jumping ahead.
There you go.
They-
Nope.
He
to
first
Go
came
back
to
a
the
little bit. Go back
ASPCA
just a
through
little
a
bit.
criminal case. He made his way to Muddy Paws
Right there.
in our bio for 60% off. For the first time in this series' history, we have a
Go for it.
repeat number 1 dog of the week, and it's Tiki. Tiki first came to the
We saw
ASPCA through a criminal
Mm-hmm.
case. He made his way to Muddy Paws Rescue, where he was described as quite literally paralyzed with fear. That's
Slav,
when
right?
Isabel Klee, a legend in the foster space, decided to take him in. Over the last 6 weeks, we have watched him blossom into a sweet and hilarious dog. This week, he was adopted, a goal that felt so far away when we were first introduced to him. We are so proud of everyone involved,
Like,
and I
come
think
on,
he inspired
man.
us all to be a little bit braver.
It's so sweet.
All right, so that's yours. Leave your headphones on.
I just don't know how people can foster and give away. We tried it once, and I had to get wasted with tequila later that afternoon.
And we have her sister.
And we have her sister.
We did. We. It was when we got Lucy. Lucy had Jersey.
Okay, what's yours?
All right, mine is kind of it's a good one. It's a fucking cool one. This one, like, I grew up at the beach, right?
Right.
I've been around the ocean, like I haven't in a long
90% of
time,
your
but
life.
Most of my life, grew up on the water.
We'll say 50.
Like, grew up on the water with my dad and stuff like that, surfing, doing all those sorts of things. This one kind of got me because I was like, oh, fucking,
You're gonna
I
cry.
rescued a baby sea lion one time.
You did?
I did.
I don't even know this. Are you gonna cry?
No, this one's just fucking
believe it when
rad
you don't
though.
cry.
Watch. All right, so these guys are at the ocean.
We're gonna try and get it back in the ocean. But it's not gonna be easy.
We're beached somewhere. We spent
Really like a humpback. Yo.
getting this
Hear
thing.
you. Hold on.
God. Cut.
They spent 4 hours getting this thing.
At least they had water running over it. And they can breathe air, so.
Until it goes upside
Somebody
down.
must have called them, yeah?
And it would go upside down.
What?
And we can't breathe.
Oh.
Because the waves are flipping it over. This thing is almost. It's just fucking.
How does this happen?
They beach themselves. They get too close, trying to get. And then the tide goes out too quick. On them. Watch. It's coming. It's coming. tell.
Oh, it rolled out with it.
You can tell when the music gets more positive. So much oil. Yeah, there is.
Oh, maybe. He's probably so tired.
Watch, it's coming. He's out. Face.
Beautiful bastard.
Here, you beautiful bastard.
Go. What's the phone, Dennis?
Not right there. Big ass whale, huh?
That's amazing. Where was this?
That's the only thing I couldn't tell.
Well, they spoke English.
Yeah, I think it was like Australia or something like that.
No, stop yet.
No, it's pretty cool show. It's amazing.
Do you think they know? Do you think he knows they saved his life?
Oh,
That's what
yeah,
I
yeah.
always wonder.
So,
That's amazing.
like, that was one of my first degrees that I ever wanted to get. Was a marine biology degree.
Me too. But my
And
parents said no.
because I grew up at the beach.
My
And
mom
I was
said
like,
you're bad at
I'm
math.
going to do that. And then I was like, oh, I can't
Understand.
afford to do that because I didn't realize how expensive it was actually going to be to go to marine biology.
Well, you have to go to
school.
a special, like,
And then
only
I had
certain
to be
schools.
smart and do like science stuff.
That's my mom was like, you're horrible at science and math. Why
Right?
would you?
I had to do science stuff. And I was like, oh no, I can't just go do cool shit. Like which
Well, now you can.
Well, no, you absolutely 100% can. You don't need
You
to
don't
be able
need
to
a
like,
degree.
oh, you need to be
You don't
able
need
to
to be a
beaker and this.
doctor and-
It's like
yeah.
not all that bullshit.
You just got to join a club.
You have to have fucking just a cool ass interest. So if your kids have fucking an interest in like shit like that I
Never
just
tell them
showed,
no.
Never tell them no. Because that
Parents
was
break dreams.
25 years ago.
That's what my therapist told me.
I was like 30 years ago, I was like, I want to do this because I grew up on boats. And I've got so many friends that grew up on the ocean. Corey lived at the ocean. He has a sailboat. He lives in the guy's one of the smartest like watermen I know.
Well, when it comes to sailing.
From sailing and
Yes.
stuff like that. But I mean, like, just know.
But you don't even have to do that. You just have to join
Go join a little
like
lake.
it's like
local
humane
lake
society, but
club.
for oceanography.
Yeah, but you got to be kind of near a beach.
Or no, you could be a few hours away. Like we could do it. We would just only be able to do it like once.
I gotta
every-
pee. So go pee in your local lake and reservoir and save the environment.
William said, I only one person who actually did marine biology and she quit. LOL.
No, it's a fucking tough life,
It's
dude.
Science and math. Fuck that shit.
That type of a thing is a tough life. Like you have to
Listen,
be dedicated.
I am.
See, I'm done. I'm retarded.
I'm not even a BS. I'm a BA because I'm so bad at science. I'm a Bachelor of Arts.
You see how we do this podcast, right? We're at 502 episodes.
Well,
we get
Blubber
like
is just like,
we get like 30,
read.
we get like 30 views.
We get more than that.
We are whatever. We're dedicated to our shit. Like, don't tell me I can't be a fucking marine biologist. I'll do it today.
Can't be a marine biologist.
I'll sell this whole goddamn place.
Sure
I'll
you
go
will.
buy I'll put you want
First, you got to go back to school.
No, I don't. No, we just said we don't need to do that.
No, to be a marine biologist,
I'm going to build
You
a
can be
fucking Ocean
you can be a
Gate
marine
nope.
enthusiast.
Ocean Gate number 2 coming soon. Built in
You
my
can be
goddamn
a marine
garage.
Enthusiast. You cannot be a marine biologist.
I
You
can be
have to
whatever
pass
I want to
biology.
be.
Okay, bye guys.
You know what? Go do you. You go fucking live your best life. Catch you
Tell
on
your children
Wednesday.
they can be whatever they want when they grow up.
Wednesday, Friday, and then we're
on Vay fucking K.
We're going to North
North
Kakalaki.
Kakalaki.
We're gonna be at
Andrea.
Andrea and Brian.
Yep.
And then we're gonna be up at
Eric
fucking
and his
Eric
family.
and his family, and we're gonna be all over the place. So maybe you'll see us.
Anybody nearby, tell us. We'll meet you
So
somewhere.
if you're out in North Carolina a week after next, let us know.
Cattle
We love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Yeah, don't eat any manatee. I think that's kind of illegal.
Love you guys.
Sea cows. Yeah, we'll catch you next time.
Peace out, bitches.
See ya.
Welcome to the Bars Open with Beth.